Hi guys, scenthound here. Yeah, I'm sort of staring at this stock right now, which is trying to get some food. I think with people, as you know, humans they like to sort of disturb animals. Yeah, so not a great habit. Okay, so I wanted to today review this Prada perfume, right? Prada Sport, Prada Luna Rossa Sport. I got this for about US dollar 85 for 50 ml bottle. Okay, you can see it here. Uh, it's design wise, this one I guess all of you know it's a standard Luna Rossa design. Only the colors usually change, and then if you see it usually has that usual remove before use kind of if you're into, if your hobby is what do you call it, sports cars, or or collecting all these fighter pilot models and all that, all about the kind of remove before use, or the kind of tags that they put before you switch on the start button in a sports car, or the fire button in a jet fighter plane, and so on, right? So yeah, so here you can see it's got a nice chunky atomizer, which I really like. The Prada Luna Rossa line has this nice chunky atomizer. Okay, and this cover supposedly you're supposed to just remove before you use it, but then I guess it's a great way to protect your atomizer. So I think during traveling and all, you can still use this kind of this. It's a bit of a interesting pattern that you see in the Prada Luna Rossa line. Okay, so I guess some people who are into batch code and all, you can see the numbering here. Okay, I hope the focus is not too bad. Okay, now talking about the perfume itself. So the Luna Rossa Sport was launched in 2015 by so you see this lady's name a lot in Prada line, Daniela Andrea. She's the perfumer behind this, and Prada Luna Rossa gets a lot of flack for being oftentimes kind of inspired by a lot of other famous perfumes oftentimes. So in terms of if you think about carbon, for example, it's always said to be very similar to Dior Sauvage. Okay, and then and so on. So the whole Luna Rossa line got each of it has got its inspiration, and some of it I don't remember offhand. But for this Luna Rossa Sport, people say it's got a lot of similarities to Le Mal perfume, by Jean Paul Gaultier. So I have to agree because I'm smiling as I'm talking to you now, and yep, definitely it's very similar to Le Mal. Some people say it's similar to Joop Om, JOOP, the pink juice, that one. So that is another one, and also Mont Blanc Individuel also has been linked to similar scent profile to this one. Basically, it has a top note of juniper berries and ginger, mid note of lavender, and base of vanilla and tonka bean. So I think the lavender vanilla combo is what is the source of this comparison with Jean Paul Gaultier, right? Prada, you can see that it tries to basically what it tries to do is I'm getting distracted by the guy disturbing the stock. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Anyway, basically it tries to mimic in a better way, meaning that they try to tune up the existing famous perfumes and try to bring out better one. So that's the attempt. And so if yeah, let's see the guy's antics. Ultimately, I think it's a win-win for people, because if you get something that is similar to Dior Sauvage, or if you get something similar to Jean Paul Gaultier, but it's been done in a better way. The tuning is usually more, they take out the rough edges or the brashness of the mix, and then they make it smoother, they smoothen it out. So you get a more polished feel, right? That's the way I look at it. Its projection longevity is actually the projection is not that great. Okay, I'm inhaling and I'm talking. So the longevity is somewhat 2-3 hours. So for the price you pay, I don't know, especially somebody who's really into perfumes and someone who has tried the spectrum of it, I would enjoy perfumes like Mancera, Cedrat Boise. Then those are kind of perfumes I feel are really value for money, and they don't do too much drama with their bottles, but they come out with quite nice scent profiles. Okay, so if you like Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male, you will love this. Price wise, I guess they are more or less plus minus around the same designer brand pricing. So why would you want to buy this? Why not just JPG Le Male? As I said, they usually trim off the rough edges and make the perfume more smooth. You can say it's Prada's take on each of the other famous lines. Okay, so I know this review of mine sounds a bit incoherent because of as you can see from the picture, it's quite a distracting environment, a lot of things going on, and I'm sort of like my eyes are it's going all over the place. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this review. In terms of the marks I give this perfume, I will give this, see, if this was an original one, right, if it's a very unique scent profile, if it wasn't Le Male inspired, I would give this a higher mark. But since it's Le Male inspired and just some improved tuning, I would give this 2.5 out of 5, I think. That would be a reasonable mark for it. For me to give any higher mark, they should either improve the pricing of it, come up with a more original smell, or do something more interesting. I think among the Prada Luna Rossa line, the Prada Luna Rossa Black does a good job, and I think a lot of people are interested in that. So you should consider trying out Prada Luna Rossa Black. I recommend you do that because it's a bit interesting scent profile. Otherwise, some people who are collectors, right, they might want to complete their set. Okay, Luna Rossa has a bunch of perfumes in it. There's original Luna Rossa, there's a Luna Rossa Sport, there's a Luna Rossa Ocean, there's Luna Rossa Black. I'm missing out one or two. So if you are a collector, you will probably get all. But otherwise, for just an average Joe who want to use this for, okay, this is more, actually this traditionally Jean Paul Gaultier is more for what I would call it evening clubbing kind of a thing. It's not so much an office use, so I wouldn't really recommend this use for office. I don't know why they put sport there. I don't see anything all that sporty as such inside it. But yeah, you want to wear to the gym, you got money to spend on designer perfume just to go to the gym, then no harm in that. What I would recommend this is you can use it for evening out with friends and clubbing, and this kind of, it will work well in this kind of settings. Okay, I think this review is going on a lot more longer than it should because of my interest in the stock. Maybe I should make this a nature video instead of a perfume review. But yeah, yep, it's interesting. This stock seems to have some pink reddish portion on the tail. Yeah, so okay, stock, kind of cool meeting you today. Usually when I come here, I've seen turtles, I've seen squirrels, and some type of birds, but it's not so common for the stocks to come and hang around so near people. Yeah, maybe over time it's become quite friendly. Okay, there you go. The stock is like saying hello people. I think it's become like a local celebrity. Yeah, the celebrity's life, right? You always have to deal with all kind of people trying to take a photo of with you, disturbing you and so on. But there's some food involved, and therefore I think the stock is sort of putting up with all the things. Actually, there are fishes also inside this water body, and so I guess people are also feeding the fish as well, I would say. Okay, so yeah. Okay guys, sorry, I don't think this is a good review. I've been very distracted, but for those of you who are patient with scenthound to listen to this review, that's the conclusion. 2.5 out of 5. Prada Luna Rossa Sport, 50 ml cost about $85. It's more for evening and date out. So okay, that's it. Bye bye, take care, see you in the next one. Share your comments in the comment section.